9 ways to increase IQ at home, plus definition and tips. IQ is a measure of intelligence that's commonly used in scientific studies and popular culture. There are different ways to measure IQ, but they all rely on similar principles, which means it's possible to increase your IQ with study and training. Improving your IQ can help you to improve your problem-solving and lateral thinking skills, which can be useful in many careers. In this article, we explore what IQ is and how you can increase IQ by training your brain with simple tasks. What is IQ? IQ is short for intelligence quotient, and it's a measure of intelligence and intellectual potential in both humans and other animals. The concept of IQ was first popularized in the 1900s by French psychologist Alfred Binet, and since then it has become the primary measure of intelligence used around the world. Mensa offers its membership to people with an IQ in the top 2%, but it's possible to increase IQ by training your brain before taking an IQ test. How to increase IQ at home. IQ is not a measure of memory, arithmetic skills, or any other mental skills that you can learn. Instead, it's a measure of mental agility. Various different factors can affect your mental agility, including genetics, upbringing, lifestyle, and education. It's possible to increase IQ by training your brain to be faster and more agile with simple activities that you can do at home. While these activities might not have an immediate impact on your IQ, they can improve your mental agility and increase your IQ score over time. They include 1. Learn to play a musical instrument. One study found that musicians have an enhanced working memory when compared to non-musicians. This supports the theory that learning to play an instrument can improve your working memory. Spending some of your free time learning to play an instrument can not only add another skill to your skill set, but could also help you to boost your IQ score. 2. Practice memory activities. Lots of activities, including word and number games, can improve both your working memory and your reasoning skills. Health practitioners recommend memory games in the treatment of dementia patients because of the positive effect that they can have on brain agility and IQ. Memory activities that you could practice in your spare time to increase IQ include 3. Practice your visuospatial skills. Most IQ tests assess your visuospatial skills to some degree, which measures your ability to understand and envision physical representations of objects in your mind. Practicing your visuospatial skills is an effective way to increase your IQ score, especially on spatial elements of IQ tests. Some examples of activities and games that can help you to practice your visuospatial skills include 4. Learn a new language. Learning a new language, even if you already know more than one, can be beneficial for your brain. Studies have linked early language learning between 18 and 24 months with better cognitive outcomes later in life. But it's also possible that learning another language, even as an adult, can improve your mental agility. Learning a language requires good working memory and mental flexibility, both of which can help you to score higher on standardized IQ tests. 5. Read more books. Reading books, whether fiction or non-fiction, can improve your cognitive abilities and encourage brain development. This is true during early development, but it's also true for adults who can practice memory, imagination, and spatial skills by reading books more often. Even spending just 30 minutes a day reading could improve your IQ over time. 6. Practice executive control activities. Executive control refers to your ability to control complex cognitive activities such as mental reasoning and problem solving. It's a broad element of intelligence that has a strong correlation with IQ and it's possible to practice your executive control skills by playing various common games. Some examples of games and activities you can do to practice your executive control skills include: improve your relational skills. One theory of human cognition, relational frame. Theory posits that human cognition and language develops through relational association. Relational frame theory, when used in early interventions with children, can significantly improve IQ scores in adulthood, along with verbal and numeric reasoning skills. You can train your relational association skills by taking part in activities that encourage your brain to make comparisons between objects. You might be able to find apps and games online that test your ability to compare different images and texts, for example. 8. Study. Continuing your education, whether by self-studying at home or taking courses at college or university, is critical to your intelligence. While IQ tests don't measure knowledge, they do measure some of the skills that you can develop during study, including problem solving and reasoning skills. Some studies have shown that for every year of formal education that a person has, their IQ is between 1 and 5 points higher. This could demonstrate that studying raises your IQ, or it could also show that people with higher IQs are more likely to stay in education for longer. 9. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Certain lifestyle choices, such as what you eat, how much you exercise, and whether you use a certain substances, can affect your IQ level in the long term. For example, long-term alcohol use can cause memory problems that affect IQ, and a poor diet could impair cognitive development. By eating a healthy diet with plenty of fruits and vegetables, exercising regularly, and avoiding potentially harmful substances like alcohol and other drugs, you could both improve your physical health and increase your IQ at the same time. How is IQ measured? Trained psychologists and mental health professionals use standardized IQ tests to measure IQ. While IQ tests are commonly used by mental health professionals and other institutions to measure IQ, they're not considered to be completely accurate, but they do give an indication of intelligence. Some of the most common standardized IQ tests include: can a high IQ make you more successful in your career? One of the most common reasons why people might want to increase their IQ is to improve their careers and increase their chances of gaining a promotion. While many people with high IQs, like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, are very successful, IQ isn't necessarily an indicator of success. There are some ways in which having a higher IQ can help you to achieve more in your career. Having a higher IQ is strongly correlated with academic success, and having more qualifications can help you to secure a better job. Some of the skills you can develop by boosting your IQ, such as problem-solving skills, are also useful in the workplace. It's also important to remember that success at work doesn't just depend on your IQ. It's also important to spend time developing interpersonal skills and emotional intelligence, which is a type of intelligence that most IQ tests do not cover. Tips on taking IQ tests. Before you can try and improve your IQ, it's important to take an IQ test so that you have a benchmark score to compare your improvements against. There are lots of IQ tests available for free online, but most of these are not very accurate. It's important to take an IQ test that psychologists approve of, such as the Stanford Binet test. You can usually pay to take official IQ tests, and in some cases, you may attend a test center to sit them under supervised conditions. If you're intending to compare your current IQ score with a score in the future, it's important to make sure that you're comparing your IQ score from the same test. While your IQ score can be similar on different kinds of tests, there may be small discrepancies that make it harder to accurately identify whether you have managed to increase your IQ